set. We're going to go ahead and pull up right behind that black Lamborghini for me. Fantastic. You having a good time so far today?
Yeah, definitely.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
He said, so this is the thing, like I have a motorcycle too.
Okay.
And he said this is like more of a motorcycle.
Okay.
And that one is like a Mustang.
I get that. He's kind of right. You need to be nice and easy taking the curbs and everything like that. Gentle with the hands. Don't make any quick abrupt motions. Be nice and gentle. That's going to be the key to help you make as much of this as possible. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep on rolling out. Yep, all right. We'll just keep on rolling out nice and easy. Then we're going to go ahead and follow that black Lamborghini in front of us. So as we come on out, we're going to go ahead and follow that green apex cone around the bend, nice and smooth. We're going to come all the way out here into our next turn-in cone. Once we reach that turning cone, we're just going to touch those brakes, wait for the cone, and we'll gently bring the car around the bend nice and steady. Come around the bend nice and smooth, and we'll roll on down nice and steady. Keep on going all the way down nice and smooth. We're going to wait for that turning cone. At that turning cone, we'll gently bring it back over to the right nice and smooth. We're going to come out, wait for your next turn-in cone. Once you reach that turning cone, we'll bring it back over to the left nice and steady. We're going to pass that green apex cone nice and smooth. We're going to come all the way out, wait for your next turn-in cone. At that turn-in cone nice and steady. We're going to bring it back over to the right. Keep on rolling, nice and smooth. And we'll keep on rolling all the way down. We're going to lift off the gas, back to those brakes. Wait for your turn-in cone, wait for the turn-in cone, wait for it, then we'll bring it in. And what I want you to do when we fit track out, I want you to stay all the way to your side. I'm going to let one car pass us on my side, okay? So stay off the gas for me real quick. Stay off the gas for me real quick. You got one car coming by in 1 second. There you go. We're going to go ahead and follow that Lamborghini. Alrighty, so we're going to come all the way out. We're going to touch those brakes, wait for your turning cone, wait for your turning cone. And now we're going to bring it back in over to the left nice and smooth. We'll come back over to the left nice and smooth. Wait for your turning cone. We're just going to touch those brakes. Bring it back over to the right nice and steady. We're going to let the car come around the bend nice and smooth and gently come back down towards my side. We're going to keep our eyes up. We're going all the way down track. We'll keep on rolling on the throttle nice and steady. There you go. And we'll lift off the gas, back under those brakes nice and smooth. Gently bring it back in over to the left. Back down onto those brakes, wait for your turning cone, wait for it, a little bit more brakes, and sharp right hand bend. We'll come back over to the right, nice and smooth. And we'll start to unwind the wheel and gently roll on that throttle as we come down. Wait for the turning cone, wait for the turning cone, and now we'll gently bring it back over to the right. Wait for the next turning cone, nice and smooth. We'll come back in over to the left, keep your eyes up, as far as you can. Look for your next turning cone up ahead. We keep our eyes focused all the way up there. We're not going to turn it until we reach it. And now we're going to bring it back over to that green apex cone, nice and steady. And we're going to lift off the gas, back to those brakes, a little bit more brakes, a little bit more brakes. There you go. We'll bring it back in, nice and tight to my side, nice and tight. We'll unwind that wheel and roll on that throttle as you come out. And you got it. Back down onto those brakes, nice and smooth. Wait for your turning cone, wait for your turning cone. Gently bringing it back over to the left. We'll come all the way out to that next turning cone and we'll just touch the brakes nice and steady. We're going to bring it back over to the right. Let the car start to track out nice and smooth. And now we'll bring it back in over to the right nice and easy and we'll roll on that throttle nice and smooth. And we'll lift off the gas back under those brakes nice and steady. Come back over to the left. Wait for your next turning cone. It's a very, very slow right-hand bend, so big brakes through here, nice and slow. We'll come back over to the right, nice and steady. Keep it nice and tight. We'll unwind that wheel and roll on that throttle, nice and smooth. Back onto those brakes. Wait for the turning cone. Wait for the turning cone. We'll come back over to the right. Wait for your next turning cone, nice and steady. We'll just touch those brakes. Back over to the left. Come all the way out, nice and steady. Keep your eyes up. Look for your turning cone. At that turning cone, we'll come back over to the right, nice and smooth. We'll roll on that throttle as we come down the straight. Back on those brakes, nice and steady. Wait for your turning cone. At that turning cone, we'll come back in, over to the right, nice and tight. We'll start to unwind that wheel and roll on that throttle, nice and smooth. right up ahead, so we're going to follow that yellow Lamborghini. We're going to follow the white Lamborghini, I'm sorry, right over here. We're going to go right over here in between these two blue cones. Woo! How was it, my man?
Really good. It took me a while to get used to it, obviously.
Right.
No, I was. Woo!
You had a good time?
Yeah, thank you.
Good, good.
Oh
No,
my
thank
God.
you. I'm glad you had some fun. That's what it's all about.
Man, that was woo.
Alright, so we're going to get our photo taken up ahead here in just a moment. Once we get our photo taken, we'll be getting ready to rock and roll.